Sweet, well welcome back to Kai Tangata where we left you in the last episode. We're heading to our favourite spot that we stayed at in the Catlins, back to Papatowai. Let's go and hit the road.
Papatowai was our favourite spot in the Catlins, very central for day tripping and exploring. But this time around we were coming for some Paua, fishing and relaxing, and to check out some of the things that we missed last time that we were here. But if you are new here, our family lives full time on the road and we've been going for 14 months now. And we have another year planned where we will be exploring our beautiful country. Now before we tuck right in, I thought it might be worth mentioning that a lot of people we've met on the road haven't enjoyed the Catlins like we have. They have stated it's very underwhelming. That's due to the abundance of farmland where the area is marketed as a rainforest. It is difficult to access water and deal with rubbish and recycling in the area, and the weather can be rough. But if you ever come here, you'll see it looks more like farms with pockets of forest, but one thing's for sure, it's a pretty quiet corner of New Zealand, which we love, and if you love the outdoors, there's loads to do out here.
But Aaka is the best place to be able to fill up with water. They've also got some rubbish here because everything needs to be treated. Further in at Papatowai, the water there is a little bit discoloured. We've always tried to make sure we've only put fresh potable water into our caravan water tanks so that our tanks stay tasting really good. So we're filling up here. So Aaka, this place is an area where they used to make canoes, or waka, up in the hills, and then they would bring them down the valley and into the big estuary, which is not too far from here. I'll show you on Google Images. The leopard children being random as usual.
I've seen the mountains rise and seen the sunny shores. I've traveled miles away just to go a little more. I've met so many faces, but when I met yours, I knew I wanna hold on to you. I woke up to the sun and fell asleep to the sound of rain. I've seen the snow fall down and melt within the same day. Seen all the oceans rise and ebb and flow away through all this change I'm going through. Forever looks good on you.
Sweet, well, we have arrived. Go and have a walk around, see which spot looks like it's going to be the best for us this time. Not too busy here.
So Sophie is totally the navigator in our family, and she has a big part in choosing where we're going to park the caravan because she knows where the sun's going to rise, where it's going to set, which way the predominant wind is. So this is where we ended up this time.
Well, we are wedged up in between the power pole here and the bushes. Got a little spot, a little alcove.
As soon as we got the caravan level, we were off down to check out the estuary and the beach.
I've seen the stars on the ocean.
There's some trout flies in, and they make little noises and they're following me.
Eat them.
No, eat
It's because you're ginger, Toby, and you taste yum.
you. You do.
Well, they're following you still. I can see them right above your head.
There's always something around the corner, something more to be found. And I'm sure the coast of California are beautiful right now in New York sky.
This is what the Catlins is about, eh? Just some pretty rugged, kind of natural environments, not so touched by humans.
Now today would have been the perfect day to go for a dive with a nice offshore breeze. The rock pools were looking really deep, clear and blue.
Somewhere far a bird to fly. Someplace there on feathered wings. 100 worlds I could get.
pretty good explore along the rocks with the kids. The ocean's quite calm, so makes for good diving. The water is so clear. Looking forward to getting in for a dive tomorrow with the kids. Trying our luck fishing as well. Hopefully we'll have a good feed. All right, we'll leave yous here for now. Hey team, so tonight the kids have abandoned ship and they've jumped into the tent. We'll see how they go. We've had a few rain showers, so they're having a little bit of screen time in the tent. We'll see if they can actually handle sleeping in there all night. They've taken their mattresses out of their beds in the caravan and put them in the tent. Let's go and check in on them.
GoPro always needs to be.
What's happening in here?
Watching a movie.
They all fit, all three mattresses. All three mattresses fit in the tent. That's pretty good. Does anyone feel like they're going to have to come back to the caravan tonight?
No. Except you. Now go.
Whoa. Wow. Yeah, the days are actually a lot warmer and longer. Hopefully they'll have a really good time in there tonight. We've come to our fishing spot down here at the rocks. Very confident of getting some power, hopefully today. The fishing I think is a no-go because it's just a washing machine in there. It's pretty rough. Yeah. Want to see if we can capture the old kelp going flying in the air.
Even if the sky falls down, even if the seas dry out, I love you when there's nothing left. I love you till I find no breath.
That was awesome, what a big wave. Is he?
Over a legal size.
Easy. Didn't even have to get in the water to get those ones, just grab them off the rocks. Still with our shoes on. Piece of cake.
There were some really cool rock formations down in the water. It almost looked like rusted steel in these cracks.
Sweet, well we're gonna go hop in the water and see what kind of Pauas we can see and find.
You can see straight away that there is an abundance of Paua in the area, but a lot of what you can see is actually undersized illegal Paua, so they're not quite big enough yet. It does mean that there's a little bit of work to do to find the right size ones. And if you're watching from overseas, Paua is a New Zealand shellfish, much like the rest of the world would call abalone.
Tell you what, she's pretty bloody cold and typical the old zip. I don't know why they make these zips with plastic, but my zip broke pulling it up, snapped, so got the old open back going there.
Yep, being on the southern coast, Antarctica doesn't feel too far away. Definitely some of that spring and summer ice melt can be felt this far north, even though we're pretty far south.
Well, we got our Pauas. It is freezing. I think today is a high of 13. Oh, I'm gonna go and get dried and we'll have a measure up. Sweet, we'll do our measure up here at camp because it's quite windy where we were, which is a little bit disruptive. There's all kinds of different rules around gathering Paua here in New Zealand though. Different places have different allocations of how much you can take. Some places you're not allowed to take any, even if there is some. Some places, I think at Kaikoura at the moment, you're only allowed 2. A lot of the North Island, if you're allowed any, you can take 5. But good down in the Catlins here, you're allowed to take 10 Blackfoot Paua, 10 Yellowfoot Paua. Didn't see any Yellowfoot Paua when I was in the water, but that's a pretty good feed anyway. Definitely a bit of work to get down there to go and gather those ones though.
Our Paua were all well and truly legal. Places like the Catlins and the southern coast still have healthy Paua stocks. They're naturally protected down here because of the often very rough sea, its remote location and the colder climate. 3 things that make it more challenging in this part of the world.
So a little trick that I learned is if you put Paua in boiling water for about 45 seconds to a minute, it's the same deal as tenderizing them. Rather than trying to find a rock or a stick and smashing them to pieces, to soften them, just put them in some boiling water for a bit. Can you do this?
We're going on a girls' trip to find some waterfalls, and right now we're going to do the Mātai Falls walk and the Horseshoe Falls.
My eyes, I'm staring at the ceiling. For a while, now my heart's got this feeling. My eyes, there must be more for seeing.
We're going up these stairs to get to Horseshoe Falls.
And I know that everybody's dreaming. They grow like titans, or it seems. And I know, I must be planted for a reason. And if you could be my open skies, and I could be a wildflower. Yeah, I could be a wildflower. And underneath the sea of stars, I'll bloom to make it through to where everything could be ours. If you could be my open skies, and I could be a wildflower. I believe the rains are coming. Wait, I know it seems like miles and miles away.
Sweet, hey everyone, we've got some guests for dinner. Cherie and Stu, they are travelling around in the leisure line. They've been full-time for a while, following the channel, so we invited them for some dinner. We had a happy hour with them yesterday and today, so thought they may as well stick around. So we're making some curry, fried potatoes with some rice. Hopefully my food is as tasty in real life as it looks on the video, right? I'm gonna ask them. Well, it's definitely a beautiful evening here at Papatowai to enjoy being outside. It's taken quite a while for the sun to come out and for it to feel warm. It's been feeling pretty cold the last few days. Any pearls of wisdom to share with us, Cherie, about life on the road in New Zealand?
Loving it. Been full-time since June, and yeah, wouldn't change it for anything. Absolutely. Been up as far as the Cape, now enjoying the south. If we keep this sunshine, that would be a bonus.
True that. What about you, Stu? Any words of pearls of wisdom to share with everyone?
Not today.
We really love and enjoy meeting different people on the road and hearing their stories. There's always a lot to learn, and it's so interesting hearing how everybody has got on the road in a different way.
Gonna get your GoPro scratched.
But dinner was finally ready and time to feast.
Chill out. But next thing is this.
Coming, Toby.
Alright, how are we tasting, team?
It's absolutely delicious. Thank
Is
you
it?
very much.
No, you're just saying that.
No, I'm not saying that. Compliments to the chef.
Is it as good as, oh yep, so that's, how do you think, Stu? How's
This is absolutely fantastic.
It's better than he would have got at home.
it?
Wonderful, thank you.
Well, it's always good meeting other people on the road. It's a big part of travelling is saying g'day and talking to people. So if you're a traveller, go and get to know your neighbours and say g'day and have a drink with them.
Happy hour's always good.
I believe the rains are coming. Wait, I know it seems like miles and miles away, but I believe that everything's about to change. And if you could be my open skies and I could be a wildflower, yeah, I could be a wildflower. And underneath the sea of stars,
We're going to give you a tour of our tent. This is my bed, and this is my bed. We're feeding the crabs all the power guts.
Yeah, and they're eating it too, eh? Look. These crabs were definitely keen on eating some Paua guts.
The main reason that I wanted to come down here is because we discovered that there are some cockles in the estuary. So me and Toby are doing a bit of cockle gathering, one of his favourite things to do. And we'll see if we can make a little snack. Hey Toby?
We have so much now.
As soon as we're back, Toby straight away grabs the pot out and he's into it. What are you going to do with them, Toby, now?
We're gonna get some water in them, boil them, and then they should crack open and then we can get the meat out of them. When they're ready to pull up, because they sort of crack open, and then you can take them out.
Hey Toby, what do cockles taste like?
They taste really good.
Really? Like what?
I don't know.
So Toby has taken a lot of years to just eat fish. You won't eat mussels, will you?
No.
What about Pauas? Nah, but he likes cockles, so there you go. Cockles are pretty good. I think the plan for these ones, you don't really get a whole lot of meat out of those cockles, but I think we're just going to whip a bit of eggs through them and fry them in a pan and make some little fritters later. But it's not dinner time yet. Are they yum?
Yeah.
Well, thanks for making it to the end of our video. Plenty more adventures to come. Next week we're on the southern coast, so we will see you then.